Hello and welcome back for another episode of Indie Impressions. My name is Nick, and today we're going to be tapping into the part of the indie scene that uses lots and lots of words to describe its game's titles. We're going to be looking at Activate the 3 Artifacts and Then Leave. Probably a very descriptive title, and as you can see by this completely white screen, we are presented with absolutely nothing upon starting this game up until we do this. Hello. So we have some sort of a very large orb here, which is presumably made of tiles, it looks like. And I am simply floating around in white space with the WASD keys and up and down, moving the mouse around to look. Typical first-person shooter controls, but I don't think this is going to be a very typical first-person shooter game. In fact, I believe there probably will be zero shooting. Alright, we're encountering some static here as we get closer in. Very cool visual effect. I don't know about the static. I think this is actually a little bit annoying, but it seems to be maybe dissipating a little bit. So I've got a bunch of different angles I can proceed in. And this is actually really, really cool looking. I guess I'm looking for the 3 artifacts that I need to activate and then leave. One little sort of strange thing is the mouse doesn't ever actually get, sucked into the application. So since I'm running this in windowed, actually the cursor keeps jutting out from all the different sides of the window, which means that eventually I can reach a point of turning it so far that... Oh no, actually no, I can still turn it in a circle. Even when the mouse pointer collides with the side of the screen. So this looks like maybe one of the artifacts I'm supposed to be activating. Sort of looks like a top to me. A dreidel or something, I don't know. How do I activate it, though? Click on it, E, W, E, Q, spacebar, shift. I don't know how to activate it. Walk into it a lot? Well, this is one of the principal things that I was sent here to do, at least according to the title, and I feel woefully incapable. Am I missing the key? Am I doing this wrong? Z, X, C, V, enter. I don't want to hit escape because that immediately quits. Alright, so I guess, can't really do much with this. Let's, come back to it, I guess, if we can. I'm not sure if that's even going to be an option, considering I'm already extremely lost since every part of this looks identical. I'm kind of expecting that when we reach the point where we've activated these, artifacts, that we're going to be presented with the collapsing of the world around us. That's just, what I would think would happen. Creating a very climactic and epic Metroid-esque escape scene or something. I would just love to see these white things moving, actually. All of these cubes, or whatever they are. They're not quite cubes, they're all sort of bent a little bit to make this shape work. Regardless, it's still cool looking. Especially with the blur effect. And I know this is probably just to conserve polygons or level of distance or something, but it has a really cool depth of field situation where it's the closer stuff is much sharper. I mean, obviously. Alright, here's another one. Oh no, I thought that was a shape. It is not. This is taking me back to the days of playing Descent. Or they made that newer one, I think it was for N64, PS1, I think it was Forsaken. Which is Descent for the next generation of gamers or something. Granted, Descent was a lot more industrial and a lot less, I don't know, futuristic, techie looking than this. I don't even know exactly what to call this. This is more like a metaphysical sort of a look to it. Minimalistic cubist, that's something I could call this. Although I don't even know if that's correct in this situation, actually. I could be playing Cubert on this, if I was a little weird guy that could jump around on blocks. Well, I'm pretty lost. I don't know where any of the artifacts are. You know, it was such a simple mission. I guess I was expecting the internal area of this... I almost want to call it like a space station, because it feels a little bit like that, although there's pretty much nothing to lead me to that conclusion. I feel like the innards, I was expecting them to be a little bit more structured. But then again, it probably wouldn't be as interesting if it was a little bit more structured. It would be pretty cut and dry then. Oh, what's in this direction? This looks like solid. Oh, is this back out? Maybe I found the entrance. I think that's actually what I did. Maybe there's more than one entrance. I guess I could take a look around the bottom. Well, I've left. I haven't activated the artifacts, but I've achieved exactly 1/4 of the end total goals. Although if I was being pressured to do it, I would not have any idea where to begin. I was simply lucky to find where the exit was. Well, I'm starting to kind of come to the conclusion that maybe this is a case of style over substance. I don't want to come to that conclusion. It's not my favorite conclusion to come to, but I'm feeling like I have kind of no idea what I'm doing here. And just the tiniest little bit of hand-holding, and I'm not generally a fan of hand-holding, but in this case, when all the environments look exactly the same, I mean exactly the same, just a couple little hints would go a very, very long way in helping me get to our objectives here. Especially since I actually found one of them and didn't know what to do with it. And it's looking like there's nothing on the outside of this either, so I probably should have just been happy that I found the entrance to begin with. Maybe I should go back. I'm trying to get back around to the front in the hopes that maybe getting back inside will let me find something again. I don't know. Maybe I'll find that same artifact and activate it correctly this time. A little bit plodding here. I wish this guy moved a little bit faster. Or guy, I don't even know what to call this. This camera that we're controlling. Another thing that would be really cool is if there were just like a few little flecks of color. I don't want much, but just like a light, like a nice bright orange or a coral. Not that I have a problem with the fact that it's monochrome like this, but it would just really, really draw emphasis and interest to whatever the desired point of that color's origin would be. And I could see a lot of possibilities in that. And if I was designing this, I would have a really hard time not doing that. Just because the options are like so ripe for exploitation, there's so many things you could do with color in this. And so many flat planes to work with. Like every one of these cubes has all these sides you could put a color on. I mean, I dare say even if it was used in such a way that maybe I could like use it like a compass. Maybe if a certain side was lit up of all of the cubes, and I mean all of them, that would be kind of an amazing sight to behold, and it could tell me where I need to be proceeding. I'm starting to think that I am never going to find the entrance of this again. Maybe it is so massive that I have doomed myself to forever orbit this cube shape. Which will leave me with very few options. I guess I would have to restart the game in the hopes that I will find the entrance again. I was really hoping as soon as I got around this edge that I would see where I was going again, but it doesn't seem to be doing that. You probably don't want to sit here and watch me go around this shape very much longer, so I guess I will reset this. Just keep hoping that the next time I go around it's going to find it. I might have even set myself like off axis now and I don't even know where up is anymore. Because it doesn't seem to be here. Okay, so yeah, I guess that was a mistake going around this thing. So let's reset, and I will see you back at the entrance. Okay, so we're back in the proper orientation to head back into this thing. We'll make a better run of it this time, I am sure of it. I'm not sure how I know that, but I am sure of it regardless. And I will apologize for going in circles for that long. I probably should have cut that a little earlier. We'll make our way through the static again. I'm half expecting to find a pyramid head any moment, but that would be quite shocking, and I doubt it will actually happen. Or maybe Slenderman. No, he's not behind me. Not this time, anyway. Let's go up at this weird angle here. There seems to be a lot of dark vertexes converging in this direction. Vertices, I think, actually, is the plural there. Oh. Different sound. Okay, I think maybe we're supposed to be using oral cues. Oral with an A. You know, sounds. I don't want the comments that are like, oral? Huh? And now I've guaranteed that comment to exist. Somebody, whoever is the first one to do it, you should feel a little bit of shame. That's what I'm gonna say. So, where the hell's the artifact? I've lost my orientation again. I was getting near to a different sound. And we may have all the sounds converging in one place. It's really kind of hard to tell. I mean, I have headphones on right now when I'm talking, so I can hear directionally a little bit, but they're sort of all fading into a mishmash, and I can't really tell which direction any one sound's coming from. Oh, it's this again. Unless all three of the artifacts are the same shape, which could be. Just do your thing, please. I don't know what to do with this thing. It's making a nice sound, so that's cool, I guess. I've already lost where I came from. I'm gonna go this way. Follow the nose wherever it goes, except not the nose. Alright, static's getting way louder here. Yet, I see nothing. Maybe down? I definitely wasn't expecting this to be such a challenge. It's a kind of a cool experience. I mean, it's a bit trippy, it's surreal, kind of cool looking, and the idea behind it is definitely interesting. I mean, it's a very simple construction as far as game design goes. Go someplace, do 3 things, and leave. And it's kind of cool that there's basically no narrative involved. It's just the title of the game that's telling you your objectives. Otherwise, it would be completely, like, experiential. You would just find out what to do by doing, which I'm usually a fan of. But like I said before, I would like just, like, a tiny little bit of a handhold, just enough to get me started. Maybe point me in the direction of the first one, at least. Or tell me, at least with, like, a little dialogue box, like, listen to sounds, or use the sounds to guide you. I don't know, I'm sure this is mostly an experiment. I don't really know much of anything about the author or what this was created for. It actually just showed up kind of at random on somebody's, like, top 10 games you've never heard of site from 2010, I think it said. Alright, I don't know, man. I'm struggling to find anything other than that one spinning top-looking thing. And I guess at the risk of this video going on to become way, way, way too repetitive, which is starting to get there, I'm going to probably cut it pretty soon and let you guys experience it for yourselves. because I think you'll probably get more out of it if you're actually just looking around through this environment than watching me go through this aimlessly, because I really have no idea where I'm going. I'm going to go in this corner and focus on this point and tell you thank you very much for watching. And remember to head on over to facebook.com/indieimpressions, where I update with every night's video. You can feel free to share those videos with your friends, tell people about them, show others what cool indie games you're into, and make sure to send me lots of comments because I love those. And also you can follow me on Twitter at RockLeeSmile or at indieimpression, and then you can be right on top of whenever I upload new videos. You can also feel free to send me game suggestions through there or just chat about whatever. I'm definitely all about talking with you guys, so whatever you want to have a discussion about, feel free. Even if it's 4 in the morning, I'm probably still up. I record these at some strange times sometimes, so that's me, though. So that will do it for today's episode. Activate the 3 artifacts and leave. I have achieved basically none of those goals, unfortunately. So I will leave it to you guys to do your part and activate some artifacts. So thank you again for watching, and I will be back again tomorrow with another one. Have a lovely night.